Okay, so I'm pretty sure we've all heard about the TikTok ban by now. If you're unfamiliar, well, basically the president of the United States recently just signed a bill saying that ByteDance, the company that owns TikTok, has 9 months to sell their platform or they're completely banned from the United States. Now I swear, every year they always talk about banning this app and usually nothing ever happens. Like it's always like, oh, we're gonna ban this app, we're gonna ban it, we're gonna ban it. Then months later, the app is just surviving and thriving in the app store. Like it's like the boy who cried wolf pretty much. I've literally went from being a junior in high school to now being a 21-year-old man, and they still haven't banned this app. Like they've been talking about it for the past 4 years. Like these talks first started back in 2020 when India first banned the app from their country, and this was actually pretty huge because India was one of TikTok's biggest markets back then, and they just got Thanos snapped away in the course of a few weeks. Like it was pretty crazy. I remember there was this one Indian dude on TikTok, and he would like eat food, and at the end he would say chicken leg piece, but the way he would say it, like everyone just thought it was pretty funny.
Ice cream, chicken leg piece.
And it was like a huge trend to basically do that back in like late 2019 and early 2020. Then the man stopped posting once the app was banned in his country, which it was pretty sad. It was a pretty sad day when that man was gone from TikTok. But yeah, after the India ban in 2020, the US then tried to ban the app also, and it completely failed. And throughout the years, there's been numerous attempts to ban TikTok in the US, and those have also failed. But now we're in the beautiful year of 2024, and this is actually the closest we've ever been to a TikTok ban. Like these waters are getting pretty scary. We're about to see a bunch of TikTokers working the McDonald's drive-thru. Like it might be over with. And ByteDance actually put out a statement on one of their other apps named Tudiao or Tushiao. I don't know how to pronounce it, but I'm just saying like Tushiao. That sounds pretty cool. And they basically said that they're standing on business and they want all the smoke. That's not what they actually said, but it's pretty close. What they basically said is that they actually don't have any plans to sell their platform, and they're actually going to challenge this in court because they believe that this is an unconstitutional law. Now I'm no lawyer or nothing, so I couldn't really tell you like how long until this court case / how long this court case would be. But what I can tell you is this is going to be interesting because TikTok could possibly clutch up in these moments. Like we never know. Now, why exactly does the US want TikTok banned so badly? Like it's just an app where people crack jokes and dance. Like why does the US feel like it needs to ban this one app? Now, reason number one is that ByteDance, the company that owns TikTok, is based in Beijing, China, and the US believes that our data is at risk because TikTok is always collecting your data even when you're not on the app, and the US believes that this data could be given to the Chinese government at any given moment. Now, this isn't anything new because your data is always being collected in the year of 2024, and companies do this so that they can market certain things towards you. Like if a company notices that you interact with a lot of things dog related, then you're most likely going to get ads about dogs or ads about, I don't know, freaking dog food, dog toys, etc. It's a sad reality, but like I said, it's nothing new. And the US doesn't want China to have this much information on their people, and that's pretty much the main chunk. Another reason why the US wants TikTok banned so badly is because the app itself is just too powerful. Like when you think about the things that have been done in this world because of TikTok, it is pretty scary. There's been both good and bad things done because of TikTok. Let's start off with the good. You know, what good has TikTok done? Number one, it keeps you informed on what's going on in the world. Like bro, let's be real here. Nobody watches the news anymore. Like I ain't gonna lie, the news is mad boring. They don't got no Subway servers at the bottom. I ain't watching it. And you know, if something happens in the world and you open up TikTok, you're most likely going to see that issue. And I feel like that's a great thing because you always want to be aware of what's going on around you. Another great thing about TikTok is that it helps out a lot of businesses. It's helped numerous restaurants receive business that they'd never even dream of. There's been so many stories on restaurants that got one TikTok video made about them. Then the next day they have lines wrapping around the whole entire earth. Like it's a phenomenal thing. And a lot of social media apps don't have pull like that. Another thing about TikTok is that it literally changed the entire music industry. If you look at the Billboard Top 100, you're gonna see many songs that are on there because of TikTok's influence. There's been so many artists that have gotten a huge push in their careers because there was a trend on TikTok using their song. Now, some people may see this as a bad thing because it has also led to already mainstream artists trying to create a viral TikTok hit, which just ends up being super cringy. But I see this as a good thing because it's given many artists a push, and it's also helped many people discover some new artists and genres that they would never even listen to if it wasn't for TikTok. Another great thing about TikTok is that it gives everyone a voice, and it lets you exercise that First Amendment like a true American, you feel me? Because TikTok is an app where anyone can post and anyone can speak on whatever they truly believe and feel. Now, this is a double-edged sword that I will get into in a minute, but it allows everyone to voice their opinions on certain things, and I think that that's pretty cool, you know? All that being said, TikTok has done a lot of great things in the world. If it wasn't for TikTok, I literally wouldn't be where I am today. You probably wouldn't be watching my video right now. For y'all that don't know, I used to be a TikToker. Yeah, it was a pretty tragic time. Shout out to TikTok. But with all the good that we just talked about with TikTok, also comes the bad. And TikTok's bad, unfortunately, manages to stand out more than the many good things that TikTok has done for society. Like the widespread of misinformation on that app. You know how I said that giving everyone a voice is like a double-edged sword? Exactly. Like it gives the smart people a voice, and it also gives the pretty funny people a voice, but it also gives the complete idiots a voice. So now people are listening to idiots on TikTok, and people are taking life advice from these idiots. Bro, you had people out here thinking that the solar eclipse was going to destroy the entire Earth.
The solar eclipse might be the beginning of the end. At the exact same time as the eclipse, CERN will be activating a $4 billion machine to try and recreate the conditions of the Big Bang that created our universe.
Really, nigga?
When in reality, if you do a quick Google search on what the fuck a solar eclipse is, you can see that it indeed is not going to destroy the entire Earth. Why did I see somebody talking about the solar eclipse is going to blow up the Earth, dog? Bro, go outside, touch some grass. My boy, you are chronically online. What are these dudes yapping about? Literally, like, bro, I sometimes question that to myself so much. You also got people on TikTok saying that showering every day is actually bad for you.
Here's why you shouldn't take a shower every day. First off, showering every day pulls the natural oils from your skin, which is what protects your skin and keeps it healthy and hydrated.
I don't care who you are. If you're not showering every day, you are a dirty human being. I was gonna say I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry at all. You are dirty. There is absolutely no way that you can convince me that showering every day is bad for you. And if you do a quick little Google searches take about maybe 5 seconds. Everyone's a pretty fast typer nowadays. You can see that showering every day isn't bad for you at all. And what's crazy is that somebody probably saw that video and legit stopped showering every day because of some random guy on TikTok. That is absolutely insane. Like, I swear, if somebody sees something on TikTok nowadays, they don't even do their research anymore. People just take what that TikTok says and just run with it like Usain Bolt. Like, legit, if you just throw on this sound right here and you just start yapping about whatever, I could say that the sky is green, and people on TikTok are gonna take that and believe it. Like, it's actually crazy. It's like some sort of mind control. Another thing about TikTok is that it's got a lot of people comfortable with being sad and depressed. Like, you got people openly talking about unaliving themselves with a caption that says real, and not even as a joke, like literally.
Okay, you know what, asshole? Pull the trigger. My life couldn't get any fucking worse.
You also got people on there flexing their depression instead of figuring out a way to fix it. And you also got people on there flexing their depression rooms like it's some sort of rare holographic Charizard Pokemon card. Bro, why are we flexing depression rooms? Why are y'all going depression room for depression room, bro? I would rather have people going band for band on TikTok than depression room for depression room. Like, that's just kind of crazy. Like, there's nothing wrong with openly talking about your mental health. Like, I think that's pretty good. It shows realism on social media, you know? But flexing and glorifying depression, that's a whole different story. Like, that's just cringe if I'm being real. Why are we normalizing being sad and like wanting to die? That's just corny, bruh. Don't die. You look too good to die. That's terrible. Okay. Another thing about TikTok is that it completely fried the life out of people's attention spans. Like, there's no reason why we need to be putting people's voices in 2x speed with Minecraft, GTA, or Subway Surfers gameplay at the bottom to actually be able to listen to what that person is saying. I'll be feeling bad for the teachers out here, bro. Imagine you're trying to teach like PEMDAS or something, right? But nobody will pay attention unless you have Subway Surfers gameplay at the bottom. Like, TikTok has completely destroyed our attention spans. There's no reason why a fly should have a longer attention span than human beings. And what's even worse is that there's no real way to fix like people's attention spans. The damage has already been done. Now every app has short form content. YouTube, Instagram, Snapchat, Facebook. You literally just can't get away from it. Like, it's insane. Another thing about TikTok is that there's a lot of dumb trends / challenges that have led to some terrible outcomes. Like, do y'all remember the devious lick trend? Dudes were legit terrorizing their schools and literally stealing for just a drop of TikTok clout. I swear, I seen a dude steal his teacher's tire because of the devious lick trend. Like, imagine you had a long day at work, you know, teaching all these bad kids, right? Boom, you go out to your car and you only got 3 wheels, bro. Like, I shouldn't be laughing, but bro, that is crazy. You also had the blackout challenge where students would literally hold their breath until they blacked out, and that was pretty much the challenge. There's many other dumb challenges on TikTok, but the list is too long to name every single one of them in this video, so those are just a few. All that being said, my overall point is that TikTok has a crazy influence in today's society, and the negatives most definitely outweigh the positives. Like, yeah, TikTok can actually help out a few businesses, and it can also put you onto some artists that you've never heard of, but it's also coming at the cost of our attention spans. Like, that doesn't look like a fair trade to me, if I'm being real. But I do think that it's kind of crazy to just ban the app as a whole, because if this happens once, this could possibly happen numerous times, like in the future, and I don't think any of us want that to happen. Like, even though I do have my criticisms against the app, I always crack jokes saying how TikTok should be banned and how it ruins society, but I don't think it should just be like banned, you know? I feel like, I don't know, if TikTok gets banned, people are just gonna go to IG Reels and YouTube Shorts, and those are no better. It's not like people's attention spans are just gonna magically get better if TikTok was banned, you know? Like, the damage has already been done. Now, do I think TikTok is gonna be banned? I don't think so. TikTok is just way too big for people to just leave this app in the dust. Like, I've seen talks about them trying to sell the app without the algorithm, which would completely suck because TikTok is carried by their algorithm, but we'll see what happens within these next 9 months. Like, I genuinely believe that some company is probably gonna buy TikTok. It won't be the same, it might just fall off after that, but I just don't see TikTok leaving. Like, I don't know. A month ago, I actually saw the Rumble CEO talking about how he wanted to buy the app, which I hope doesn't happen, because if I'm being real, Rumble is one of the most garbage platforms on the internet. Like, when was the last time you went on Rumble? If you've even ever went on Rumble. Exactly. I even seen Soulja Boy talking about how he wanted to buy TikTok, which I'm pretty sure is a joke, because I mean, it's Soulja Boy. That man is one of the biggest trolls on the internet. That'd be pretty funny if he did. Like, imagine if that man just changed the name to Soulja Talk. That's something that Soulja Boy would do, if I'm being real. But yeah, I don't feel like TikTok's gonna get banned. I feel like they're either gonna clutch up in court or somebody's gonna buy the app. Like, I just don't think it's gonna get banned, if I'm being real. Let me know your guys' thoughts in the comment section below. Do you guys want TikTok banned? Do you guys want TikTok to stay? Or do you guys just not care at all and y'all are just here to see my beautiful face? All that being said, this is gonna wrap up the video. If you guys made it this far, I appreciate you. If you guys enjoyed this video, then I highly recommend you guys check out my most recent video. It'll be right up here on the screen. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. It's Cameron, and I'm out.